Are you looking for 12 best things to do in Maui? Maui's diverse points of interest and sports cater to pretty much each interest. While adventurers hike the dormant Haleakala volcano or fly above it on a helicopter excursion, extra comfortable vacationers can absorb the solar on certainly considered one among many seashores or check the fairways at one of the island's 14 golfing publications. But Maui isn't always only for seashore bums and energetic types. The island gives up its personal records and subculture at websites like Iao Valley State Park, Banyan Tree Park, and the Old Lahaina Luau, and the ones touring with children can analyze all approximately Hawaii's underwater citizens on the Maui Ocean Center, plus pineapple farm excursions, snorkeling adventures, sundown cruises, and extra are to be had via way of means of signing up for one of the great Maui excursions. Here is the list of 12 best things to do in Maui. 1. Road to Hana. To locate fantastic perspectives of Maui's lovely coastline, all you want to do is pressure. The road to Hana is a scenic highway that twists through the luxurious rainforest and beyond the cascading waterfalls that line the island's Jap shore. Most human beings begin their ride in Kahului with the purpose of motoring 52 miles to Hana. The ride isn't clean. The course frequently surprises unexpected drivers with hairpin turns, but folks who determine to step at the fuel line are not sorry they did. Despite all of the hype and intellectual preparation, vacationers are frequently amazed via way of means of the pressure's beauty. The road to Hana may appear short, however touring it'll maximum possibly take all day given the range of scenic lookouts and different locations to prevent. Those who've pushed the road to Hana pretty endorse taking a while and preventing as frequently as possible. Reviewers additionally endorse beginning your pressure early with inside the morning, as the street grows congested because the day progresses. If you would alternatively allow a person else do the using, there are numerous excursion agencies that provide excursions in luxurious vans, together with Valley Isle excursions and temptation tours. Though pricier than using yourself, taking an excursion permits you to consciousness at the brilliant surroundings whilst a person else makes a specialty of navigating the winding curves. 2. Haleakala National Park. Every year, extra than 1 million travelers go to Haleakala National Park, domestic to one of the world's biggest dormant volcano craters. The whole park occupies 30,000 acres of land in Maui, 11 though maximum site visitors consciousness on some particular regions of the park. Of course, there is the mountain. Haleakala's summit stands extra than 10,000 toes above sea level. Travelers endorse making plans your go-to to the summit with inside the morning to look the sunrise. Preserve in thoughts you will must make reservations online earlier, and you may be required to pay a small fee. A pretty winding road will lead you to the pinnacle. No, remember whilst you go to, make sure to put on heat layers. The air up pinnacle is skinny and chilly, consistent with beyond site visitors. 3. Waianapanapa State Park. In Hawaiian, Waianapanapa means glistening waters, but it is now no longer the sea that attracts vacationers to Waianapanapa State Park. It is the jet black sands. The coastline right here consists of volcanic sediment, which acts as a stark assessment to the intense blue waves and verdant jungle. Most site visitors make a brief prevent at Waianapanapa to snap an image earlier than persevering with alongside the road to Hana. However, there is extra to look right here than simply the seashore. Those who hike alongside the park's #1 path will find out Waianapanapa's freshwater caves. According to Hawaiian lore, those caves have been the webpage of the grisly homicide of Princess Papali'a, who, at the side of her attendant, became murdered via way of means of her merciless husband, Chief Kaikia. These days, site visitors can input the caves or even swim with inside the pools. Those who choose to live dry can go to the wealth of websites that line the coastal trekking path, together with burial grounds, herbal blowholes, sea stacks, and extra. 4. Kipiwai Trail. One of Maui's maximum famous trekking trails is a treasure trove of herbal wonders. Located alongside the road to Hana, the Kipiwai Trail is a part of the enormously scenic Kipahulu district in Haleakala National Park. Along the 4-mile path, you will biskip through lush tropical flora, a bamboo-wooded area, and 3 waterfalls, together with Makahiku Falls, Waimaku Falls, and Ohio Gulch. Recent vacationers define the path as lovely. Many cherish the waterfalls. However, site visitors have been additionally eager to factor out the tranquility of the bamboo forests. Reviewers warn that whilst the surroundings became outstanding, the hike became now no longer clean. Kipiwai Trail is taken into consideration reasonably tough capabilities and 800 feet advantage, and may take 3 to 5 hours to complete. You'll need to be aware of the time because the parking zone has a strict last time. In fact, some vacationers stated they have been warned via way of means of National Park Service rangers that the NPS locks the parking gate on the cease of the day, regardless if vehicles are nonetheless inside. 5. Makena Beach State Park. Situated in southern Maui, Makena Beach State Park is billed as one of the biggest, undeveloped seashores at the island via way of means of Hawaii's tourism board. Upon arriving, you will quickly see a first-rate absence of commercialism. This is frequently gift at different famous seashores across the island. There aren't any motels, stores, and/or very many eating places close by. You'll discover a meals truck right here or there, however it is approximately it. As such, this seashore is best for vacationers on the lookout for the extra untouched seashores of Maui. Makna Beach State Park is massive, stretching for extra than 1, divided by 2 a mile, and divided into separate seashores, Big Beach and Little Beach. Aside from their size, each are sponsored via way of means of lush tropical flora, and function perspectives of Molokini, Kahula, and relying on in which you're standing, the mountains of Maui. You can journey from one seashore to the alternative via way of means of traversing the small path placed at the volcanic land mass that separates the seashores from every different. A massive distinction among the two seashores is that Big Beach is equipped with lifeguards. Little Beach is now no longer. 6. Snorkeling tours. It may be clean to grow to be mesmerized via way of means of Maui's multicolored seashores, verdant trekking trails, and breathtaking sunsets. However, take into account approximately the sector that lives underneath the encompassing Pacific Ocean floor. According to vacationers, putting apart a morning or afternoon to discover Maui's underwater creatures is an unforgettable experience. With the assist of a snorkel or scuba mask, you will see a bevy of colorful fish, sea turtles, and complicated coral formations across the island's reefs. Many of the island's pinnacle motels will provide visitors complimentary use of snorkeling system. A few may even set up boat excursions for you. With your system in hand, don't forget exploring famous spots, which includes Kaanapali Beach, Kapalua Bay, and Honolulu Bay. The Crescent Fashion Molokini is likewise a famous snorkeling and scuba diving destination. However, it is able to best be reached on a ship excursion. Though an excursion to Molokini might not come cheap, it is a must-do, consistent with current Maui site visitors. 7. Wailea Beach. You go to Hookapa to look Maui's daredevils grasp 10. And also you head to Kailulu or Wainapanapa for multicolored sands. So which seashore do you visit simply to swim and relax? Wailea. This coastline caters to the solar in search of visitors of numerous close-by resorts. Wailea feels an awful lot much less rugged than a number of Maui's different seashores. The sand is covered via way of means of palm bushes, and a paved walkway connecting the coastline to the region's motels, stores, and eating places. What's extra? Site visitors to this seashore may have get entry to water sports activities system rentals, and due to the fact the waters right here are incredibly calm, Wailea Beach is superb for the ones trying to swim or snorkel. 8. Kaanapali Beach. One of Maui's maximum famous strips of coastline, Kaanapali Beach stretches throughout 3 miles of the island's northwest coast, providing masses of area to surf and sunbathe, but coveted sand is certainly considered one among this seashore's many highlights. Kaanapali became Hawaii's first deliberate in-region, and these days it capabilities numerous first-rate motels and eating places, golfing publications, and the active Whalers Village open-air purchasing center. Additionally, some whale-looking and snorkeling tours leave from this region, and a number of the great zip strains on Maui are close by. Yet for plenty current site visitors, Kaanapali Beach's man-made comforts do not come near trumping its herbal and extra-conventional capabilities. This is likewise in fantastic vicinity to see sight of the numerous various creatures that name the Pacific domestic. The waters right here are shallow, making them proper for snorkeling, and plenty of vacationers document seeing whales off the coast. Another spotlight of a go to Kaanapali Beach is the each-day sundown cliff diving spectacle at Pukeka, which will pay tribute to King Kahekili, Maui's ultimate unbiased king who dominated with inside the 18th century. 9. Iao Valley State Park. Like Haleakala National Park, Iao Valley State Park gives site visitors the danger to respect something apart from the seashore. This 4,000-acre, 10-mile lengthy park in central Maui boasts a verdant panorama and pudding rock capabilities. The maximum well-known of that is the Iao Needle. Rising kind of 200 toes into the air, the Iao Needle became shaped via way of means of erosion, and is now dressed with inside the island's tropical foliage, making it to seem green. In addition to the lovely panorama, Iao Valley site visitors may be uncovered to the park's mythical records. It became right here that Maui's tribal navy misplaced to the forces of King Kamehameha at some stage in the Battle of Kepaniwai in 1790. It became the victory at this war that helped pave the manner for King Kamehameha to ultimately unite the whole Hawaiian archipelago below his rule. 10. Napoli Beach. Though now no longer almost as expansive as Wailea or Kaanapali, Crescent Fashion Napoli Beach is especially famous with households. Napoli's waters are an awful lot calmer than the ones at different Maui seashores, so children and adults alike can take to the seas for swimming, paddle boarding, and boogie boarding. Plus, Napoli Beach gives a quiet, laid-return surroundings that sunbathers love. If you intend on traveling Napoli, ensure you deliver your snorkel gear. Napoli's reefs cover a big range of fish, now no longer to say a significant sea turtle population. 11. Kapalua Coastal Trail. Those who need to discover Maui via way of means of foot, however, do not need to address the tough trekking trails of Haleakala National Park will love the Kapalua Coastal Trail. This path encompasses the bigger Kapalua Resort community, which incorporates Montage Kapalua Bay and the Ritz-Carlton, Kapalua, each of which can be a number of the great motels in Hawaii. The path is paved and nearly absolutely flat, snaking alongside Maui's northwestern coast for approximately 1/2 miles. Along the manor, you will get an eyeful of the glistening waters of the Pacific from Kapalua Bay, Neimalu Bay, Wonloa Bay, and Honokahua Bay, the latter of which incorporates DT. Fleming Beach Park. If you are interested by going farther, you may preserve following the path to the Mahana Ridge Trail, which detours inland, and capabilities outstanding perspectives of neighboring Molokai from its ridge. Recent site visitors cherish the Kapalua Coastal Trail for its surroundings and clean terrain. Dad and Mom say the course could be very kid-friendly. In addition to the lovely ocean perspectives, vacationers additionally loved exploring the rock formations that stay in among the bays. If you are traveling at some stage in whale-looking season, preserve your eyes peeled at the water as you will be capable of spot whales. Visitors additionally referred to that due to this path's popularity, it is great to get your stroll in early. If you do not thoughts crowds, plan to go to at sundown. 12. Camel Beach Parks. Camel Beach Parks are a superb alternative for traveling households way to their continuously calm waters and considerable facilities, matters that are not continually in shores at different Maui seashores. Situated in Kihei, Camel Beach Parks are a set of 3 separate seashores which can be all inside taking walks distance of each other on South Kihei Road. The first seashore is referred to as Camel 1, and Camel 2 are the biggest, and are taken into consideration to be a number of the great seashores in Maui for swimming. The 0.33 is the smallest, and capabilities water this is maximum well matched with bodyboarding. While that might not be appropriate for the little ones, the 0.33 seashore boasts a massive grassy park. It is best for a picnic. Other facilities on this region consist of restrooms, showers, lifeguards, parking, picnic tables, volleyball courts, and playgrounds. Recent site visitors favored all of the to-be-had facilities, in addition to the secure swimming conditions. Travelers loved all of the sports to be had right here, from taking a walk alongside the water to snorkeling. Others mentioned being capable of spot whales off the coast. A handful of vacationers have been overjoyed that, notwithstanding those seashores' popularity, they were not overcrowded.